And it's just going to be 45 minutes because that's how long the album is. So we'll do a series of some standing poses, and then we'll do more seated and restorative work at the end. So if you have blocks, if you need them for support, grab blocks, or books if you don't have blocks, and a blanket if you want for Savasana. And I have like a belt or whatever you need just for some extra support for a reclined stretch. And yeah, once you guys are ready, just go on mute and come to the mat. You can, once you guys are all together, I'll let you know when to start the music. I think Caitlin ran off to grab something, so I'll just wait for her. Okay, great. Cool. All right. When you are ready, hit play on your music and meet me in child's pose. And make sure you're muted, okay? So we're going to be starting in child's pose. And hit play on the music. So coming into a nice wide-legged child's pose, your knees are the width of your mat. And we're just going to start with our arms extended in front of us. Putting your forehead to the mat and really giving yourself a nice deep stretch in child's pose. Extending your palms out in front of you. Shoulders by your ears. Chest pressing into the ground. And you're going to breathe with your Ujjayi breath. So breathing in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Closing your eyes, taking a really nice deep moment of relaxation, but making sure the child's pose is still active. So really working your body to its deepest nice stretch. And again, listening to your breath. And really surrendering into this deep, relaxing pose. And stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly activate your fingertips and walk yourself back to a seated position, seated wide leg position, and your palms are resting upon your knees. And then we're going to bring our hands to prayer position. Resting your eyes and taking 3 rounds of breath here. Inhaling and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale one more time through the nose. And then exhale. Bringing your hands down to your knees. And then come to meet me on all fours. And we're just going to do a round of cat-cow. So cow, belly to the floor, chest pushing forward, head neutral. Belly button to spine as we do cat. Chin to chest. Cow. Getting that nice sway in your back. And you can take organic movements here. And cat. Cow. cat. And then meeting back in child's pose. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. And then walk your fingertips back to seated position. We're going to stretch out the back of our ankles by sitting upon our balls of our feet and our heels. And here we're going to take a side stretch. So stretching your left arm over your right. Nice deep stretch. And up and back to center. And then your right arm over to your left side. Using your palm to support you. And back up in center. And then one more time each side. And then back. Palms on your knees. Circling your head to the right. Slowly. And then when you're ready, to the left. Head neutral, center, shoulders up and back and front. And meeting back on all fours. Here we're just going to take some circles with the body to the right. Really getting your full body in, nice juicy movements. There's no right or wrong here. Do whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, reverse those movements. And get your whole body into it. Your head, your shoulders. Just like you're moving through liquid, like you're moving through water. And then meet me back at all fours. We're going to start by taking our left foot behind us and giving it a nice calf stretch. So your ball of your left foot pressing back and back to center and right foot. Here you're going to take your left leg back and you're going to turn your right toe to face the wall behind you. And you're going to spiral your arms up to a modified warrior two position. And when you're here, looking over your left hand, take a few rounds of breath in this strong warrior two position. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend to a side angle. Again, a modified side angle position. You can either keep your head neutral, looking forward, or looking up at your hand for an extra stretch of the neck. Whatever is most comfortable. And then when you're ready, come up through warrior one or warrior two. And then we're going to reverse this warrior. Stay here for a couple rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, plant your right hand down into the earth. Extend your left hand to the sky. And we're going to be in a modified side plank. Really reaching for the sky and staying grounded in your right palm. And then when you're ready, coming back down to meet me on all fours. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Extending your right toes, balls of your feet into the earth. Rocking back and forth. Taking your left toe facing the back wall behind you. And then spiraling up to a modified warrior two. Breathe in and out. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into a side angle position, bending over your right leg, left palm to the sky, and you can look at your left palm or the wall behind you, whichever is most comfortable. And then when you're ready, coming back up to that warrior two, reverse the warrior, practicing your control and balance here as well, getting a really nice stretch on that right side of your body. And then bringing the left palm to plant it into the earth. And we're doing a modified side plank, looking up to the sky at your palm. And then when you're ready, come meet me back on all fours and take a child's pose position. And from here, we're going to get into our first downward dog of the practice. So meet me in downward facing dog. And you can take your legs as wide as possible, as you'd like, or you can keep it close together, but since this is our first down dog of the practice, make it as comfortable as you can, deepening your stretch. You can paddle out your feet. And then when you're ready, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat, doing a flat back position, crown of the head, shooting out at a 90-degree angle. Forward fold over your body, knee to nose, root to rise, and hands to your heart center. Then you're going to meet me in a warrior two position. Standing strong in warrior two. Breathing in and out. And when you're ready, you're going to straighten the front foot, the pressure on the heel, and you're going to meet me in a wide-legged second position. From here, we're going to slowly take a flat back to forward fold the body, and then come all the way down, fully extended over your legs, chin to chest. And if you can, grab the outside of your feet underneath the arches of your foot to deepen your stretch. And if you need blocks at this time, you can also use those to support your forward bend. And here we're just going to pull our bodies forward, extending your elbows out to the side, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and your lower back. Taking a few rounds of breath, inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, release your hands from underneath your feet. Slowly roll your body up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head will be the last thing to come up. And then you're going to meet me in a warrior two position. From warrior two, bring your left arm to meet your right in warrior one. Right foot facing forward, left foot out at a 45-degree angle. And then from here, you're going to take your arms down and behind you and clasp your hands behind your lower back, pushing your chest forward and bowing as you bend your right knee and deepen in that stretch into a humble warrior position. Trying to deepen this extension, your body is over your thigh, so chest to thigh, belly to thigh, chin to chest. And you should really feel this in your shoulders, and it's a great heart opener. So you're opening up your heart chakra. And then when you're ready, take the palms down to the earth. Meet me in a plank position. And then we're going to chaturanga, and you can always modify your chaturanga. Meet me in upward facing dog and back to down dog. Same thing on the left side. Left leg up to the sky, knee to nose, stepping through and windmilling your arms to warrior two position. A few breaths here in warrior two. Energy extending out through the fingertips. And then when you're ready, straighten your left leg, digging your heel into the earth to bring your feet into a wide-legged position. Your toes are slightly inward in this position. When you're ready, we're going to forward bend the nice flat back, getting our belly to our thighs, our chin to chest. If you have blocks here, you can rest your hands on the block. Or if you'd like to deepen your stretch, you can take your palms and place them under the arches of your feet, extending your elbows in a cactus position. Closing your eyes and taking a few rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, release your hands from your feet, rolling your body up vertebrae by vertebrae, meeting me back in a strong warrior two position. Taking your right arm to meet the left by your ears. Warrior one, left foot facing forward, right foot out at a 45-degree angle. And then when you're ready, take both arms back. Make your hands a clasp position in the back behind you. Opening up your chest, you want to bow forward. Upper body to meet the thigh, chin to chest, and extending your arms behind you. Again, this is a great chest opener, shoulder opener, and opening up your heart chakra. And then when you're ready, taking both palms to the earth, taking your left foot to meet the right, chaturanga, upward facing dog, toes pointed behind you, and then back up to downward dog. We're going to do this one more time on each side. This time, taking your left leg to the sky, flexing it, and we're going to do a little hip opener. So open your hip, your left hip to the left side of the room. I'm just getting a nice deeper stretch here. You can circle your feet, foot to the left, and back to the right, and then bring it back center, toe pointed, knee to chest. Spiraling up to warrior two position. And when you get here, take your heel, press it forward into the earth. And you're in a nice wide-legged position. Forward bend with flat back. Extending forward, chin to chest. Grabbing your feet, if that's possible, the arches of your feet. Deepening your stretch by widening your elbows. Keeping your chin to chest. And then when you're ready, release your hands from the arches of your feet. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the last thing to come up. Meeting me back in a strong warrior two position. Taking your left arm and swinging it forward to meet the right in warrior one. Bringing both arms back behind you to a shoulder clasp, shoulders opener, and humble warrior, bowing to the earth, your body to your thigh, chin to chest. Staying here for a few rounds. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can test your balance by lifting your left leg or your whichever leg is behind you, keeping your arms clasped. If you don't want the challenge, no worry, just stay in your humble warrior. And then you can release your left foot back to the earth, palms to the earth, stepping back to a plank, chaturanga. Inhale in your upward facing dog, and exhale as you meet me in down dog. Last side, left leg up to the earth, extending your hip, opening up your hip, taking your foot over the opposite side of your body, giving it a few circles of the ankle on each side. Knee to nose, left foot between both palms, spiraling up to warrior two. And a couple rounds of breath here. And then taking your left heel, digging it into the earth, snap back down to forward fold. Clasping your palms underneath your arches of your feet if possible. Elbows extend wide. Chin to chest. Eyes closed. Slowly removing your hands from underneath the arches of your feet. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Meeting in warrior two. Swinging your right arm to meet left in warrior one. Bringing your arms behind you, hands to clasp. Humble warrior. Bowing to the earth. And then if you'd like to play with your balance here, this is the perfect time to do that into a warrior three. And it's okay if you fall. And it's okay if you wobble. Just feeling that foot grounding into the earth. And if you've tried your balance, you can slowly come out of it. Bring your right foot down to the earth. Palms to the earth. Meeting in a plank. And then chaturanga down. And just stay here for a minute on your belly. And we're just gonna rest our legs and our hips and wave them from side to side. You can bring your toes up to the earth and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Forehead on the mat. Meeting back in child's pose. Downward dog. And then slowly walking yourself up to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Root to rise. And then hands to your heart center. Here we're going to take our arms up and over our head to extended prayer position. And we're just going to stretch our arms over to the right side of our body, getting a nice left body, side body stretch. Keeping your hips square, your feet equally planted into the earth, feet over your shoulders. And then meet me back in center. And then we're going to bend to the left side. And meet me back in center. Eagle arms. So you're going to drop your arms, taking your right arm and looping it under your left to come into a nice eagle pose. Feet are both grounded into the earth and parallel, and you're going to pull your shoulders into your body. Close your eyes here and take a couple rounds of breath. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then release your arms and swing. Swing them open and then swing your left arm under your right. Eagle position. And then relax. I'm just standing here in Tadasana. Taking a couple rounds of breath. And next you're going to meet me in chair pose. So here we really want to put the weight of our body into our heels. And the way I always check that is by lifting my front of my toes up. Shoulders down into your body. Arms by your ears. Fingertips extended. A couple rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly come up. Next, we're going to do a seated figure 4 position. So you're going to take your right foot, crossing it over your left knee, hands to heart center. You're going to bend your left knee, put your chest to your leg, so the front of your leg, and looking down at the mat. So this is not only opening up your hips, but it's giving you a nice stretch in your lower back. A couple rounds of breath here. And then slowly come up and meet me back in Tadasana. And now taking the left ankle and crossing it over the right knee. Hands to prayer position at the heart center. Bending your right knee and folding over. Again, your head is looking down at the earth, so it's not chin to chest here, and it's not straight ahead of you, but looking down at your mat. And then unravel, hands down into a forward fold position, grabbing opposite elbows, and just sway your body side to side. And when you're ready, you're going to come down and meet me in a twist position. So sitting down, we're going to take our right foot and crossing it to the left side of our hip and our left ankle over our right knee. You're going to take your right arm up to the sky, twisting your body over to the left side for a nice seated twist. Now you can just stay here and look forward, or if you want to deepen your twist, you can look over your left shoulder and take your left palm and wrap it around the back side of your body. Staying here for a couple of breaths. And then release. And then we're going to switch legs, bring our left ankle in to the right side of our body and our right ankle over our left knee. Planting your right palm behind you for support. Left hand and arm to the sky. Taking your left arm and crossing it over the right side of your body. You can either stay here, or if you want to deepen your stretch, you can look over your right shoulder, and you can take your right arm and wrap it around the back side of your body. And then when you're ready, come meet me with your knees to your chest. We're going to wrap our arms around, hugging our knees to our chest, putting your forehead to your knees, and just holding yourself in this position. For a few rounds of breath. Really tightening this ball and hugging yourself. And then when you're ready, extend your both feet in front of you with your toes flexed to the sky, removing the extra skin from your sits bones. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take both arms over the top of our head, circling your wrists out to the right. And we're going to bend forward, trying to grab our big toes with our index fingers. So keeping a nice flat back, chest forward, pushing your heart to the front of the room, head neutral. And if you can't grab your toes, don't worry, you can just hold on to your calves or your knees, however far you can extend where the stretch feels good and right for your body. And then when you're ready, we're going to deepen this stretch by taking our full body to our thighs, grabbing the arches of our feet, bringing our elbows in, and forehead to knee. That's the goal here. You might not literally have your forehead to your knee, but that's what we're working towards. And stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, slowly walk your fingertips back, roll your body up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head is the last thing to come up. We're going to keep our right leg extended forward and take our left foot and bring it to the inside of our right leg. As close to your crotch as possible, your foot flat against your inner thigh, and your right toes are facing the sky. We're going to do the same thing we did with both legs out right now, just with our right foot. So hands up above, reaching up to the sky, rolling your wrists out to the right and to the left. Bringing your hands over to clasp onto the arch of your foot now. Only if that's possible. If you need to use blocks here for support on either side of your calf or your foot, whatever is most comfortable. Keeping your lower back extended, nice and flat. And then when you're ready, take your chest to your thigh, your nose to your knee, your chin to your chest. clasping your hands around the arch of your right foot and staying here for a couple rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking your fingertips, slowly walking back up, rolling your head up, last thing to come up. And same thing on the other side. Bringing your right leg in, right foot to meet the inner thigh, removing skin from your sits bones, arms up, circling the wrists out, reaching up and over and grabbing the arch of your foot with both hands clasped over the arch, flat back. And then when you're ready, collapsing forward, bringing your chest to your thigh, your forehead to your knee, and your chin to your chest. You can have your hands on blocks here or on your calf, whichever's most comfortable for you. And then slowly walking your fingertips up. And now we're going to come onto our backs. So meet me on your back. And here we're going to do the same thing we did on our bellies. Just really get a nice lower back stretch here, kind of relaxing your lower back muscles. There might be some tension there. And windshield wiper your knees from right to left. Great. And now we're going to do our first back bend of the class. So this is a modified back bend position. I'm just going to lift your sacrum and your pelvis up from the earth, pushing it towards the sky, shoulders planted into the earth, neck neutral. So make sure you're not going chin to chest here, but your neck is neutral, looking up at the earth. And just stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Tightening your quads, engaging your hamstrings. And your glutes, feeling them squeeze together. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Rocking your hips, windshield wiper side to side with your knees. And we could do the same thing again, or if you'd like to take your full back bend, you can take that at this time. So either pushing up to the earth like we did the first round, or you can take your full back bend position and staying here for a couple rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly come down. And as you come down, you want to push chin to chest, back down to the earth, knees to the sky, palms to the sky, and windshield wiper from side to side. If you have your strap at this time, we're going to do a reclined position where we're going to take our toes up to the sky here. So we're going to take our left foot and extend it straight in front of us. Left foot up to the sky at a 90-degree angle, wrapping the belt around the balls of your feet. We really want to focus on our hips being squared here and our right hip really planting into the earth. So this is not about how far you can extend your leg unless you have your right and left hip firmly planted into the earth. So taking this nice deep stretch, holding onto the belt or your strap. And if you'd like, you can take your foot out to the right side, open up your hip, but again, sacrum, really feeling your sacrum planted into the earth and your hips nice and square. And then bringing it back to center. And staying here for a couple rounds of breath. Pulling it closer to you if you can. Deepening this stretch because you have the support of your prop. And then removing your prop. Same thing on the left side. Taking your left ball of your foot and wrapping the strap around it. Foot flexed. Heel to the sky. Your left hip should be planted into the earth equally as your right hip. And the hips should be square here. You really feel this in your hamstring and the back of your calf. And even in your lower back, releasing that tension. And then you can pull your foot a little bit closer to you if it's comfortable. And then as you do that, you can open up to your left side, maybe extending your right hand and just holding the strap in your left foot or your left hand as your left foot extends to the side, and you get a nice hip opener here. And then slowly bring your foot back up to the sky, grabbing the strap again with both hands, and then deepening this stretch and taking it further. And stay here for a couple rounds of breath. And then releasing the strap. One of the last positions of the night is going to be getting our legs up into waterfall position. If you want to use the wall for support, you could do legs up the wall here, but this is a very relaxing pose where you have your feet up to the earth, your knees are slightly bent, your hips are really grounding into the earth, and your palms are facing the sky, receiving the good energy from above. Rest your eyes here. You might feel a slight shake in your legs. Really try to release and let all of the blood flow from the tips of your toes all the way down to the backs of your legs. Feeling that circulation. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. If you like, you can put one hand over your heart and another hand over your belly. And just stay here for a few more breaths. Then when you're ready, bringing your knees to your chest, giving yourself one nice last big squeeze of the evening. Pressing your sacrum into the earth. And then slowly releasing everything. And getting into your final Savasana position. If you want to grab a blanket or a pillow or anything to provide extra comfort, you can do so at this time. And you can lay here in your final Savasana with your palms to the sky or hand over heart and belly, whichever is most comfortable for you and keeps you most relaxed. And then when you're ready, slowly start to activate your toes and your fingers, bringing some life and energy back. Rolling over to your left or right side, wherever you are in your room, and pushing yourself up onto your hands and come and meet me in a seated position. Take your time, there's no rush. When you are in an upright position, you want to just meet me here in a nice, easy seat, legs crossed, ankles crossed over one another. And put your hands and palms up to the sky again so you can receive the energy. We were away this weekend and we spent some time on the river yesterday. We were 6 hours on a river that was very unpredictable. We were told very little about what our experience was going to be. And I think Dave and I brought some anxiety to that. And at some point, I just reminded myself, you have to surrender. You have no control over this. And, you just have to really lean into it. And it just made me think about how surrendering is really, a great way to go into a new work week. And on, Sunday nights, especially in the summer, after you've had time with your family, time away from thinking about work, a way to release the anxiety is that things are going to come up in our weeks always, and things are unpredictable. So I just wanted to read you guys a quote that says, if you surrender completely to the moments as they pass, you live more richly in those moments. So, and I realized that on our journey yesterday, is once I was able to surrender, I enjoyed it so much more than when I was thinking about what was coming next. So try to surrender into your week ahead and know that things are going to come up that are going to cause you stress, but hopefully we can ride those waves and work through them. So thank you for joining me. Let's bring our palms to our heart center. And then meeting at our third eye, taking a collective deep breath in and exhale and bowing. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thanks for joining my Sunday evening class as I train to become a yoga instructor. Thanks, guys. I hope you sleep well tonight.
Thanks, Nicole. This is great.
Yay, glad. Thank you. Thank you, Allison and Allison. Great to see you all. Have an awesome weekend and week. And I hope to connect with you guys soon. And email any feedback about the class. Totally open to that. Just hearing what your thoughts were and any constructive criticisms. So welcome. So thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
Okay, bye, guys.